Portnoy's going to be there. Self's going to be there. Does it get any better?
Bob Huggins is going to be there.
I'll be there. And they said I couldn't sell fish. You said it probably, Justin. You were probably the one in a column somewhere. You snuck it in there.
Ketchup is what I said. Didn't say anything about salt.
Well, I don't know how to follow up with that, but game at Kansas. Good first half, bad second. So what'd you do right the first? What'd you do wrong the second? What do you have to replicate tomorrow?
Well, we played pretty well the first half. Second half, we gave up an ungodly amount of baskets, and they were all turnovers. Turnovers, threw the ball to them, missed shots. Everything was transition. I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job in half court. But then as we have a propensity to do, we just kind of threw it to them. That started it, and then we missed shots, and the transition thing just killed us.
You have to kind of tag team McCormick best you can.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job on him in the first half. I mean, I'm sure if it gets close, Bill's going to throw the ball to him. But as long as they don't, come down every time try to throw the ball to him, we'll be fine.
Ogby and Braun, two really good perimeter players.
Well, they're good. They're good. But you know what? Taz Sherman pretty good too. And Sean struggled a little bit, but Sean gets it going. He's pretty good too. So, I think we're on par there. What hurt us was the inside guys. It wasn't the perimeter guys. It was after they got it going, but the whole thing started with those inside guys, and they got a bunch of them. They got like 4 guys they can throw in there that I think every one of them would start someplace else. They're good.
These last 10 games, you feel like if you can just get maybe a break, a favorable bounce, maybe
A call?
whatever.
Did you say a call?
Well, something along those lines that could maybe kind of ignite you a little bit. You think that could maybe.
We've had 2 or 3 games where a bounce, a call, a turnover. Yeah, we could have won the game, and we haven't got one. And then Taz gets knocked out, and they let him lay there for seemingly 3 days before they stopped play. It's been a calamity of errors, not all ours. There were other people involved.
So you're due.
I think we are.
Do you believe in that?
Do I believe in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Running the streaks and
Except for the calls. I don't believe in that. But, them having a bad day, us having a good day, it happens. And it's, we're due. And we're 100% due. In honesty, in all honesty, we didn't shoot it very well yesterday. So I think probably tomorrow, hopefully we shoot it better than, or go back to shooting it the way we were shooting it. When your 2 best guys don't make shots, it's hard. It's hard. And I sit and I watch Taz, and I think it's remarkable what he went through, that he's doing what he's doing. Now we just need to get a couple of those other guys doing what they were doing, and all of a sudden we're a contender again.
Coach, throughout the 10 Big 12 schools, there's a pretty wide variety of skill sets among the bigs. So when you look at Cottrell's development in the future, do do you see him being or would you like to see him become like a McCormick? I mean, would you show him films of kind of what McCormick does? Obviously you do for scouting purposes, but is there any other bigs?
If I was going to show anybody, I'd show Derek, because Derek dominated every other big, and we all thought Derek was coming back, and then you don't get Derek back, and obviously then you lose Deuce, and all of a sudden now you're running around. Those guys are hard to find, and I think Isaiah will be probably the most versatile big that's been in that league in a long time. I mean, he's a guy who can step out and make a three. He can pass it. He's a guy who can play inside the three and make shots. And he's starting to score it close. I mean, he had no chance to score it close before, and he's worked at it, and he's listened, and he's tried. And he's a great kid. I mean, he is an absolutely great kid. He wants to be a good player. And I think the toughness part will come. It'll come. It's just, we're talking about a guy who is right out of high school, basically.
So you would like to see, like, whatever, next year, 2 years down the road, more traits like Derek, but obviously be able to stretch. It's kind of what maybe you would hope to see from him, or?
I think he's going to be able to do a lot of things, Justin. I think he's going to be able to block shots. I think his mobility. I mean, he'll give big people fits because he has the size, and he'll have the strength then, and has great feet. I mean, he's got. I mean, the sky's the limit for that guy. I mean, he just got to continue to work and get in the weight room and do the right thing. He's a talented kid.
Does Gabe play tomorrow?
Watching practice yesterday, he better play a whole lot better. He better play a whole lot better than what he played yesterday. I think everybody wants Gabe to play. I mean, we want him to play. The players want him to play, but Gabe's his own worst enemy. And I would think, I mean, rather than going and fighting the biggest, strongest kid on the block, you ought to just be able to take care of yourself. And he hadn't figured that out yet. I think he will. He's got one more day of practice to figure it out. And if he doesn't, he's going to sit on the bench.
Bob, Monday night you said that had to sit down and review things to have better opinions. I'm assuming you've looked back a couple times. Do you have any better opinions?
Yeah, Mike, I think I really took a look at really how are we going to start second half better, because we've played pretty good first halves. We just came out and just rolled over in the second half, and how are we going to do that? What do we need to do? What do we need to do in the locker room? What do we need to do coming out on the floor? What do we need to do to be ready to play in the second half? Because obviously we weren't. If that happens once or maybe twice, I mean, it's happened way more than that. We've just come out in second half flat. So we got to figure out a way to get these guys ready to go for the second half.
What do you try to do? Because that's such a routine part of the game that people probably
Trick them.
So just stay on the floor the whole time?
No, I don't think that. But I mean, I have had teams where I had to trick. Lie a little bit. Just get them ready to go. Anything to get them ready to go.
You got a strange stretch here. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, 2 road games, which isn't unusual, but compact stretch. Not your favorite, I'm guessing.
Seemingly, the schedule maker, I've pissed them off somehow. I don't know how, but
Do there too.
Somehow I have, obviously. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what we have to do. It just, I just, honestly, I get it. I kind of laugh because, you hear all this, the betterment of the student athlete. By God, we've got to watch out for our people and make sure that they're taken care of, and we don't really put too much pressure on them. And, please, it's all about the cash, all about the cash. So we got to get the games in. So we got to do what we got to do. Do I like it? No. Do I think it's good for our guys? No. But it is what it is. So and you know what? It may be a wake-up call. Maybe. I don't know. How do you know? Sometimes, things like that happen that you're not real happy about, and they end up being the best thing.
Just leaves you with one road game after that, right?
Either that or reading your column. I mean, it's like one of the other. I mean, it's
Better off on the road.
that's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it, Justin.
The last 10 haven't gone the way you want them to, but you're still there. You're net 68. Every team that you've got left is ahead of you. If you put together a little run, I mean, it's still all there for you.
Well, I think Josh Eilert has done an incredible job with the schedule.
I think, what, 7th? That's what I saw. Strength of schedule 7th.
Yeah, I mean, he's done an incredible job. I think our people have done an incredible job, in spite of us not playing the way or as well as obviously we're capable of playing. We're averaging over 11,000 a game. That's never happened here. I mean, I said that before. It's a fact. I mean, it's never happened here before. And at the end of football season, and it's not really, people don't get into the basketball spirit, that quick, and all of a sudden, man, we're averaging 11.6. Think about that. That's never happened here, man. It's never happened here. And it just shows, how hungry I think our state is and the people in our state are for us to get this thing turned and go start being relevant again. Because we went a long time, we were relevant. And now we're not relevant. But I mean, I think you said it right. I mean, we've got, six games to go that are winnable. We're going to play better than what we've played, but they're winnable.
Well, they'll bring you up, too. It's not like you're playing teams that are going to hurt you.
Right. No, we're very much part of it. I saw the guy with bad teeth on TV, and he was talking about, well, if you can't finish in the upper part of your league, then you really shouldn't be in the tournament. Now, that he teaches at St. Joe's. I mean, what is he talking about? And everybody listens to him. What a great country. What a great country it is.
Anything else?
Yeah, one more, Bob. Tonight, obviously, how many people you think you have? And you've really embraced this event and all the charitable ones. How much do you enjoy these?
I enjoy the heck out of it, because when I said we're going to have a fish fry, everybody laughed at me. And guys, I'm going to tell you, we could hit $2 million tonight. Think about that. At a fish fry? Come on.
Self-air?
Yeah, Self's going to be there.
Feed him some bad tartar sauce. So.
Bill's a good guy. He really is a good guy. Bill will find a liquid libation he likes.
He won't be alone.
How's that, Bob?
That's
Very well put, wasn't it?
yes, it was.
Yeah, thank you.
You have always had a smooth tongue.
No, you know what? I called him about doing it, and he was great. He was great, and we're gonna go pick him up, and Portnoy's going to be there, and I mean we're going to have fun. It's going to be a fun night. We're going to do the one bite deal, with the pizza. There, what there. Here's what I would say. I wish somebody would write. Justin, you ought to write this in your column instead of killing me. What you ought to write is the pizza thing, the one bite. There were many pizza shops in this town were scared to be a part of it. They didn't want to compete. They thought it might hurt their business. A lot of non-competitive pizza people.
Did you do that live, or the fish fry, or there was one year you had to do it virtually, right?
Yeah.
That
Last
was
year.
Okay, yeah. So this is going back to the live.
Last year, but you know what we found out, Justin? We found out that there are people who really can't get out. They physically, can't get out, and they really want to be there. They want to be part of it. So we have a virtual deal going out this, tonight. But I'm telling you, I see the place. It is incredible. Eric Mundell is one of the smartest people I've ever been associated with. He's done Super Bowls, he's done Final Fours, he's done NBA playoffs, and you walk out there, it is incredible. I mean, it's big time. And everybody said you can't do a fish fry.
So you're stoking the pizza wars now, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, whatever brings money, John. Whatever brings money. It's all about the cash. It's all about the cash. I sincerely believe that we can raise the money to build a cancer hospital, and we're going to. And we need it in this state in the worst way, in the absolute worst way. And if we could just think if we had, instead of people going to Cleveland Clinic, they go to Morgantown. People from Virginia, instead of driving all the way to Cleveland or driving all the way to Buffalo or driving all the way to Minneapolis, come here. I mean, I think it's, I think we need it so bad for our state because of how many people are dying annually with cancer. But I think as much as that, I mean, it's going to help the economy so much. And I think it's the right thing to do. And if I can leave this state with anything in a positive way that will remain relevant to helping the people of West Virginia, I sure want to do that. And I've been blessed to be in the position that I'm in to be able to do that. So I feel like I have to do my part.
You could have done barbecues or clam bakes, shrimp boils, wild fish.
Everybody does that.
Have you seen Proud of Fish Fry?
Well, everybody does. Everybody has barbecues. Everybody does that. I don't want to be like everybody else.
How many of the
You
fish
haven't figured that out yet?
I learned that a while ago.
How many of the fish did you catch?
How many of the fish did I catch this year? None.
Didn't get a break.
None, no. But I mean, it's really neat because honestly, when I said I did, if you remember, I did the roast first.
Right.
Those are a pain in the ass because then you have to go back to everybody else's roast, So, and when I was at K-State, they said, "Yeah, come on down to the fish fry." Like, what? The fish fry? And they had it at church. They had a church right around kind of the corner there. So I go down there, and these guys, I mean, legitimately went out in farm ponds and caught fish and cleaned them, cooked them, and ate them. And so it tasted pretty good to me. So I thought, what a great idea. And I thought initially we could catch them all. But when you start putting the number of people we're putting in there, no, Nope, you can't catch that many. So now we got store-bought fish.
Burger King? Burger King?
I didn't get fish at Burger King, no. I did make somebody mad, but
What?
well, he was sitting out there playing with his phone. I mean, he was like 150 yards from the speaker. He's playing with his phone, so I just pulled in front of him, and then he started flipping me off and stuff. So I'm in one of those moods today. I just said, "Come on,
Surprised you wouldn't call for a foul.
come on."
That's
Probably.
Your bumper.
No, my bumper's got a dent in it. Somebody hit my bumper. I think it was my wife.